This is CHH My Radio 580 AM, locally operated, locally owned, your own radio station, My Radio 580 AM, bringing Albertans together.
All right, we're back. Thanks for riding with us, keeping with us. As is after the 8 o'clock news break. Okama's still here riding with us early in the morning. Dani, how you feeling?
I'm good. I'm here.
You doing good? You here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, awesome. Well, I'm glad you're all with us because it is that time.
Oh, boy.
It is that time of the week where we get your Saturday morning really going, real good. Because it is that time where we pay homage to those around us that do absolutely stupid and asinine things that warrant the coveted sound of the week. That's right. It is the north end of a southbound donkey moment. And as always, the views expressed in this segment are not the views of My Radio 580 AM or Dani, or in this case, also Okama.
Appreciate that.
That's right. Full disclaimer. If anyone's getting sued, I'm getting sued. And I don't care.
Not involved.
I don't care. And, I got to say, it was a little slim pickings this week because not many people did. I guess the word's out that I'm going to give people the north and the southbound donkey moment. So, people were kind of sort of behaving themselves this week.
Yeah.
Up until yesterday.
Oh, what happened?
Or even the day before yesterday.
What happened?
The National Football League.
Oh.
The NFL.
Got you. It's the draft, right?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
They reminded us once more that if you are a young black man that is brash, bold, know what he wants to accomplish, they're going to slap you down every single time.
Right.
Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, the NFL draft is going on this weekend, where they draft the athletes coming out of college to go play in the professional league.
Yeah.
One of these athletes is Shedeur Sanders. If the name sounds familiar to anyone that remotely knows about football, yes, he is the son of one Deion Sanders, who is considered one of the greatest players ever to play. And Shedeur Sanders is a son. Shedeur Sanders is a quarterback that just spent a couple years at Colorado Buffalo D1 school.
Right.
Widely regarded as one of the top 5 quarterbacks coming out of college. When he went to Colorado, they only had won one game.
Oh.
In his first year, they won 4 games.
Wow.
And his second year, they won 9 games, went to a bowl game, and were 2 games away from being in the college football playoffs.
Fantastic. That's crazy. Okay.
He has the highest passer completion percentage of any quarterback in the history of college football.
Right.
That boy can ball. However, the draft comes around, and he's widely regarded as, well, this guy's going to go in the top half of the draft. Easily. You need a quarterback.
Yeah.
And he's one of the best. Round 1 comes and goes, and the man is still on the board. Round 2 comes and goes, and he's still on the board. Round 3 has now
Literally
gone.
just happened. Yep.
And he's still on the board. The remaining rounds, 4 to 7, are reserved for dudes you want on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Right.
Those guys usually don't make teams. Those guys are usually maybe a backup. And you're telling me that Shedeur Sanders is in that group?
I guess so.
Wow.
He's in the group of scrubs?
I guess so.
And the rationale is, and why the NFL gets the weekly... They're coming out trying to defend and try to also save face at the same time. Where they're saying, well, he's not as fast on his feet.
We all know that's BS.
Exactly. You're the sort of, he runs he can run. He doesn't have a big arm to throw the ball down the field. I'm sorry. Did you watch any of the games this year?
Right.
Oh, his daddy was the one that propped him up because his daddy was the head coach of Colorado.
What? How about his record? Oh my goodness.
Right.
You have to play the game,
Yeah.
right? Then they came with, well, he's too brash, he's too cocky, he's too arrogant. I'm sorry. When the white boys did it, it was okay. There was a guy named Johnny Manziel that was as brash as anybody else, and he went top. There was a
Right.
guy named Baker Mayfield, super arrogant. He went top, but those guys are white.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah. Then they were like, well, he tried to call his shot as to where he wanted to be drafted. I'm sorry. Do you remember a guy named Eli Manning?
Right.
Oh, yeah, he's also white. And his daddy, Archie Manning? And they have a third brother coming up that plays for the Texas Longhorns right now that they're still positioning to try and do that. I'm sorry, he ain't that good.
Okay.
But the NFL, if you're black and you're somehow, they just feel they need to knock you down a peg,
Especially for quarterbacks.
especially for
And
quarterbacks.
that
Yes.
position is reserved for
For
particular color.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll say it. Reserved for white guys. Don't believe me?
Yeah.
Warren Moon. Who remembers that guy?
Right.
Warren Moon, for those of you that are a little too young to remember Warren Moon, but for you old heads that have been in Edmonton for a long time would know Warren Moon very, very well. Coming out of college, he was considered the best hands-down quarterback anyone had ever seen at that time.
Right.
But he's black. And the NFL wasn't ready for a black quarterback. And he went undrafted.
Wow.
You know who picked up the phone and called him?
So shocked.
Oh, but you know who called him? Edmonton.
Right. Yeah.
The Eskimos were like, hey,
They don't want you.
for
We'll
us.
take you.
we'll take you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't care what color you are. Can you ball?
Yeah, exactly.
What was it? 5 or 6 championships later? Like some ridiculous 5 championships in 6 years,
Yeah.
which solidified the Edmonton Eskimos, now the Elks, as one of the all-time greatest franchises in CFL history.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to our Elks.
Just give a shout out to them. The NFL comes running back, begging, "Hey, can you please
Come
come on
back.
back down here?
Right.
You can play." Right? They kicked Colin Kaepernick out of the league because he dared to speak up about police brutality. Micah Parsons is a name that most of you probably like. Who? Micah Parsons, young black man, played for Alabama
Okay.
in the college division of the SEC, which is the number 1 division in all of college football.
Right.
Ranked as the number 1 defensive player in all of college football when he came out. Decided to tell speak his truth and let the world know that yes, he is gay
Right.
before the draft.
Right.
He went almost undrafted. The number 1 defensive player in all of college football. He was literally the very last pick in the draft because the league was like, hey, this is going to make us look bad.
Right.
So sad.
It is very sad. And the NFL needs to do better and stop trying to, like, it's just weird to me that they always are attacking young black men that speak up.
But here's the thing. You know, this has gotten worse since you know who's in power.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they're warranted.
Yeah, they're afraid of the Orange Avenger.
Yep.
And they need to quit it. They need to stop it.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Well, there's going to come to a point where people are going to be like, you know what? We're just going to tune you all out. It's happened to basketball
Yep.
where people are disgusted by the fact that the players don't care. It's happened to hockey.
Yep.
It had happened to baseball. It will happen to the NFL.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. And so, National Football League, because of your stupidity and your arrogance and your refusal to just let a young black man be a young black man and do his thing, you are without a doubt the north end of a southbound donkey league this weekend. And that's all I got to say about that.
Okay.
You got your rant.
He got his rant out.
I had to get it off my chest because it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. It is the like. I'm looking at this young man there, and you're like, well, we don't like the fact that he's so brash. I'm sorry. We don't like a confident quarterback?
No. It's almost like Kendrick Lamar's halftime show with what's his name? That was playing the president.
Oh, Sam Jackson?
Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson. When he said, calm down, we don't want to see any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Tone it down.
Yeah.
Same thing is happening.
Same thing.
Tone it down.
Same thing.
When you tone it down, you'll get accepted. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If I'm Edmonton, because we need a quarterback.
Do we?
Bring him out.
Oh yeah, we need a quarterback.
Sorry, I haven't been paying attention.
Oh yeah, no, we need a
It's been a
quarterback.
while. Sorry.
Yeah, we need a quarterback.
Okay.
I'm picking up the phone. I'm calling Deion Sanders and say, Deion,
Calm down.
if they
here.
don't want you, we want you.
We need
Do you
here.
think he would allow his son to do that, though?
Why not? If it's Edmonton, considering Deion Sanders is a student of the history of the game, and he understands the history that we have with Warren Moon,
Right.
and he understands this city will embrace Shedeur Sanders.
Okay.
And he understands that Shedeur Sanders, if he comes up here and he balls, he will own all of Canada.
Right. Okay.
Trust me,
We'll see.
they will entertain that phone call.
Let's see what they do.
And it will give them the leverage for when the NFL comes back begging. She'd be like, you know what? My first contract's got to be north of 100 mil.
Just 100 mil.
North of that. That's the starting. That's the base.
Oh, no. Start at 2.
Yeah.
Start at 2.
Right? And make them pay
Mm-hmm.
for that level of disrespect.
Yeah.
That is so sad, though. And you see things like this happen, and we just leave it to the athletes.
Mm-hmm.
They can address it with their representatives and their coaches and stuff, but it goes beyond that to the bigger picture of how our young kids that we're raising. My teenage son wanting to go into athletics or going into any sports field feels seeing something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're expected to be a different person when it gets to going professional. It goes also to the performing arts we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
This is our creativity. This is our livelihood. And so when you have performed to the highest level, why are they now turning around and using a different criteria
For us.
elevating you to where you need to be?
Yeah.
It's just so sad.
It's ridiculous. The NFL drafts people that have issues with domestic violence, sexual assault, drug abuse problems, violence with interaction with the police. They draft all those kids all the time.
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders has none of those.
Right.
None of those. He has no character issues that we know of. Never been caught off the field doing anything stupid.
Right.
Because he knows his daddy. His daddy old school.
Oh, yeah. If he does what he does to his team, I'm pretty sure it's
10 times worse. 10 times. His daddy old school.
Yeah. 10 times worse. I'm pretty sure he's taking his car away.
Oh yeah, his daddy is one of those like spare the rod, spoil the child daddies.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that kid doesn't have a car.
No.
He had to buy it himself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Deion Sanders ain't never get that boy nothing.
Yeah.
You earn what you earn what you keep.
Yeah.
Keep what you earn.
Wow.